Yo. Bro, that was too much. Yo. Welcome back to another episode of RNG Unfiltered with your boys, myself included, and this guy included, Gab. Oh, fuck.
You got yourself, man.
Ricky.
With your boys, Ricky and Gab.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Pop Culture this time.
Still recovering from last night. To be honest.
Still recovering, a bit hungover, and I've been fucking working all day, doing shit all day. But yes, so this one's episode is going to be about the Post PAX. So we were supposed to have this uploaded last week. Actually, no. So the weekend of PAX, we came back. We were hoping we could record, but the weekend takes it out of you, man. That weekend is exhausting. You do 3 days, 30,000 steps a day.
And then this...
Oh, wait. Get back to that. Cheers, quickly.
Oh.
Wait. Cheers to PAX 24, I guess. But yes.
But also, you got sick.
Yeah, so right after PAX, I was tired. Like, we came back, I was tired, and then I had a D&D session on Tuesday. And Tuesday night, we got a message from one of the girls in the group saying she's positive for COVID. And then we've gone, and then on Wednesday morning, I've tested, I had positive for COVID. And then up until about Friday, I was good. But then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was pretty much unable to move. I was cooked beyond human compared.
I think we were planning to possibly do it on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, just to give us time to, recover.
Yeah.
And then... this guy got sick. I was like...
yeah, I got sick as shit.
Right.
And then
cool.
we still have a lot of the content that we're currently going through and editing just for some small snippets. To be honest with you all, we didn't get as much as we wanted to.
But that's
okay. But it's also very different, man.
Yeah.
Like, one of the biggest the thing was, firstly, trying to understand how to use that. So my cousin let me borrow his DigiOsmo, and it was like trying to learn how to use that as well as trying to record, knowing what to record at PAX. I just struggled, and
it was the first time for both of us just recording outside of
the room,
a room that we're comfortable in. So it's like, the good thing for us, there'll be a vlog. It was just us being able to see how we go. So what you're gonna get is our first time recording in public.
In public. It was the first time we ever got around recording stuff in public. We actually did some conversation with people that were off camera. We'll add some voiceovers to certain bits as well, because some of the audio here and there was a bit rough. I forgot to turn the mic on at some point, so we had be quiet.
It was good. It's a very different sort of thing, because Gab and myself, we're quite loud and easy going, but the moment we got the camera out, we're like, what the fuck do we do? Like, I felt like, fuck, like, what? How do I actually ask questions, or, it's a different kind of confidence.
Yeah.
That
it's like, you got to try to get out of your comfort zone in a sense where it's like, I've gone up to a completely random person who's like, for example, we spoke to some of you'll actually see in the vlog, there's a couple of LARPers, live action role playing guys that we spoke to. And they were probably the third or fourth crew we went up to and actually asked questions.
They were super chill too.
Because those guys, to be fair, the reason I went to them is because these guys do live action role play. They literally embody the characters that they're dressed up as, and it makes it a bit easier to talk to someone who already really is into that stuff and is always open about it.
That was super funny.
Yeah,
and
they were
funny thing, you guys won't see it because Gab was talking to doing the interviewing, and I was holding the camera. This fucking random guy came up to me asking what I was using to record with.
Did you?
And I'm like,
I don't fucking know, it's his.
Bro, I'm like, I know the basics of it. I'm like, bro, can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Yeah. We're trying to do some shit.
Man, just talking to Ricky in the background. He's like, bro, leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm like, trying to hold... but it was good because it's like, it was fun to try something different.
Oh, and it was definitely, it was an amazing experience, right? So when you sit down and you have these very new situations that you put yourself into, and then you have to sit there and try to figure out questions and try understand and try, you also have to find someone that's going to be good in front of the camera, right? You don't think it's not just about how me and Ricky portray ourselves and what we can do. I've also got to go up to someone who's got good enough energy to put them behind a camera and ask them questions.
You'll notice it with, I think, one of my interviews, that the guy was super chill, but it was hard. I found it harder to go off asking questions because it wasn't back and forth.
That's a Kingless guy?
No. It was I think it was a Helldivers guy.
Oh yeah, one of the Helldivers outfits. That's right. Yeah,
which was cool. Like, I found it interesting because it's like you kind of just get the concept or aspect of like you see what does well.
Yeah.
Like, it's easier. Like, what's a shorter interview? What's a longer one? But it's not even an interview. It's just us talking to them about whatever they're doing. And one of the board games, Kingless, we've talked about. They were super chill.
Yeah, because we've especially for me, it was nice that I had built a relationship with these guys prior to the event.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, obviously going to PAX and meeting these guys for the first time and developing a good a relationship, and then having the next year after seeing them again.
Yeah.
And then improving that relationship, and that's when you met them the first time. And then last year we had it, like, every time they see us, they know who we are, and like we have a conversation with them every time, see how they go. And this time they brought out a new standalone expansion that's that can kind of work with both sets or whatever you however you want to call it.
But it was kind of good. Like, it was nice to see, especially just them bring out their standalone that works. But you'll see that all in the vlog. In the vlog.
I call it a vlog because that's pretty much what it was. We walked around, we asked a few questions, we show you around what PAX AU looks like for those who are in Australia and were there. You guys can reminisce about the things we saw, but
it was like this year. I don't know about you, but I know you'll agree 100%. It was a lot more spacious, but it seemed a lot more fucking busy.
So I think this year what they did, so in comparison to last year, the actual pathways were wider. So it looked like some of the stores were smaller, and actually they had rearranged everything. So there was the esports stage where people would do like their full competitive esporting games, and then they used to be in the expo hall, and so everything kind of got pushed out. But they put that in where the line was, and so there'll be a segment where you see me recording like someone playing Flappy Bird on the top. That section where we were lining up to enter, the end of it is the esports stage.
Yeah.
And so that saves a lot of extra space, and then opened up a lot. But they also had slightly less stores this year.
I will say, with how they arranged it, I liked it, but it just seemed emptier yet busier.
Yeah, that was pretty much
that's what I felt. Overall, though, I still fucking love it.
Oh, it was great. For someone who goes 3 days, right? So I wake up Friday, 6 a.m. You'll see one of the first video I make was me driving to pick up Kobe and Adrian, which are our two friends.
Did you get them on camera?
I've got a few of them on camera. I didn't get them in the car. There's a couple of shots of Jerry, which is one of the guys.
Oh, Jerry, you'll finally see what Jerry looks like.
Francis and Lockie, and then Sarah and Michaela. We have a shot of them. I don't know how much you guys will actually see because I'm still rolling through a lot of the content at the moment, trying to figure out what's usable, what's not, what we should put in, what we shouldn't put in. But
it was just vlogging or doing it was just interesting. I liked it. I liked it brought a different aspect to
PAX as well.
But also, I'm like, just the experience of PAX this year compared to last year, it's still I love it.
Yeah. I think I have to say, this year we actually went to the after party. Last year we didn't. I think the actual experience at PAX, I think this year was a lot better. I think for me it was better because I was a lot more physically and mentally fit. Yeah. Compared to last year. Like last year when I went to PAX, I was pretty much at my heaviest. And so for me, there was lots of moments where in last year's PAX where I was getting tired early. I was struggling. My mental wasn't great. Whereas like this year I had the energy. I was walking around doing 30,000 steps. So we went the after party on the Saturday night. By the time I went to bed on that Saturday night when we went back, I was already at 10,000 steps before the next day had even started. Yeah. Like that's how hard we were partying.
The after party was actually
bang on. I loved it.
This year, I think I got to experience PAX a bit more
Mm-hmm.
because, compared to last year, we didn't go out.
Sorry.
We didn't go.
Yeah, we didn't do the after party.
Yeah, or do those little extra things where this year we did, and even the after party was fucking banger, bro.
Bro, I went because for me, right, I'm a freaking nerd, man. I'm a geeky ass nerd. And so when I went downstairs and they were playing hardstyle anime music, I was just like, oof, 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 oof. I was going off. I don't know what was up with me though. I was also like,
I found it funny because I'm like, yeah, like we're nerdy, but you don't fucking realize how basic nerd we are compared to the people at the fucking after. Like where you're like, like not in a bad way.
I'm very nerdy, but I'm also very social.
Yeah, it's like we're like the
middle ground.
Middle ground. We're on like the high, like where we go like further, but then at the fucking after party, you're like, fucking goddamn. What was your highlight of PAX and the after party?
My favorite part of the whole convention would have to be. I actually just think this year my take on the convention, because I went down this year and I don't want to plan shit. I said fuck all the plans. So like Friday night they all went out in a group and went out to dinner together. Saturday night they tried to do something similar, but like I can't be asked for doing plans. I'm like, I just kind of want to enjoy PAX. I want to stay at the convention till 8-9 o'clock, play the board games and play test some stuff. And then so Friday we got back at like 8:30, got something to eat, went to the casino for a few hours.
Yeah.
I went and played cash poker for a bit, had a pretty good run. Came back at like 1 in. And I just took it easy. And then Saturday night, they all went out to dinner. And the funniest part was the 4 guys that didn't go, me and 3 others. Because you didn't go. You did go, didn't you?
No, I didn't go.
No, you didn't?
No.
I get a text message. They booked somewhere. And they went to it, and they go, there was an hour plus wait for food, and there was sticky table. So they walked off and found somewhere else to go eat. And I was just like, ha ha, I told you it's not going to, like, it was, yeah.
I think, that was me. Like, I kind of just
went with the flow.
Yeah, I was like, whatever, whatever happens. One thing I did like that we did was, not everyone went, but we went to breakfast on...
Yeah, I was too tired.
Yeah, on the Sunday. That's the one thing. No, it was Sunday.
It was the Saturday. The buffet breakfast.
No, it was the Sunday.
It was the Saturday. Saturday 8 a.m. I know because I woke up, and no one was waking up at 8 a.m. after the after party, bro.
Bro, the after party was
Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's gonna wake up Sunday morning to go to a breakfast after the after party? So the breakfast was on Saturday morning. It was Saturday morning, God.
How's the after party on Saturday? Bro, I'm fucking confused.
You're saying you went to breakfast on Sunday.
Yeah.
You did not go to... The buffet breakfast was on Saturday.
No, it was too.
I'm like, I wasn't there and I know this fact.
I was confusing it because it felt like Sunday.
Yeah, probably.
Felt like Sunday. But that's the one thing I did go to. That was more planned. One thing I fucking one thing I disliked was fucking taking our shit back to the car.
Oh, yeah. Taking it back to... So, like, some of the guys wanted to park their cars at the place. I parked my car at the Kaz because, like, the thing is for me, on the Sunday, you have to leave the apartment at 10 a.m. We're going to stay at PAX we stayed at PAX till 5 o'clock. Like... I'm not going to have to then go move my car to the casino again because I have to take it there in the morning.
Yeah.
Move it from there to go to the apartment in the afternoon, on Friday afternoon, and then move it back Sunday afternoon just to drive home. I said, fuck it. I'll carry my bags for 10 minutes. Like, they were a bit annoying, especially because when at the end of the trip, you now have a few more bags for games. But what I did was, any of the big games that I bought early, I actually went and took them straight to the car.
Yeah.
And then went back to the apartment.
Like, I didn't do a lot of shopping.
Me neither, actually.
Like... big games wise, because Gab's the one that gets the big games normally, or like other boys.
Gab's the one that gets their sugar daddy.
Like, because normally I don't play board games, like, because my family don't really play. But the thing is, I'm like, I bought sleeves for my cards,
We
few
got into new
starter decks.
TCGs.
Yeah, like it was just stuff that
That's a
I
story
kind
as
of
well.
wanted, like
Yeah.
simple stuff. What else? I would probably say like for me, the whole experience of just being there was my highlight.
I actually
Just
have to readjust my answer, by the way.
why?
My pack luck on that weekend was cooked. So we started playing the Grand Archive. Do you remember the Grand Archive stuff?
Oh yeah,
okay. So what happened was we started playing TCG called Grand Archive. This guy, the artwork, it's pretty much anime Magic the Gathering. Anyone who's ever played Magic, it's the exact same play style, but the difference is your mana costs are your cards. Like you put your cards to become your lands.
Yeah.
And like it's just a whole clean like anime style, right?
It's very beautiful.
Very
artwork.
very good artwork. The artwork
Like-
was actually phenomenal.
To be honest, I was supposed to learn it, but I just couldn't be fucked.
Nah, like I said, we played it, and then what happened was I ended up buying a booster pack. I bought one on the day when I bought my starter deck, and I got nothing. And then the next day, Ricky went and bought a starter deck, and so I went.
bought two.
Yeah, you bought the store. Yeah, you
Like,
whatever you
'cause
bought
I
one or
bought one that went with the booster box,
two. Yeah,
and then I bought a separate one.
yeah,
Just
for like
to,
yourself.
yeah, just for myself. Like, one's just to be able to, like, change.
Yeah, because one's in meta. So the new booster set came out. It kind of works together. The booster box helps improve the starter decks.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then I went and bought two more booster packs.
Ooh,
And the
that
funny,
was
oh,
nice.
solid. The funny thing was, like, I just sat there and he's like, oh, because I was looking at the SIG cards that they had, the
Yeah.
signature cards and all the special cards that they have, the super rares. And, like, I'm walking away from the store. I opened up the pack and I saw something shiny in the back corner and I went, oh. And, like, I've slid it open and I've noticed that I've hit the signature rare.
Which is like
And
a 1 in 15
It's a 1 in,
boxes.
1 in 300 packs.
Yeah,
was
1
what
in
he
15 boxes.
or some
was it?
shit like that, yeah. So, like, I've just frozen. I'm like, ah, fuck. I turned. I'm like, hey, bro, look, I got it. I got. Is this good? Yeah, he was like, holy shit. They quickly sleeved it up for me and packed it up. Now the card is worth around $700. Sorry, about
It was a bit,
$700.
like,
The
little
thing
side
was-
thing with
yeah.
it. It's like, because it's still kind of new. It's
Well,
kind of harder.
Brand new set
Yeah.
came out on the day, on the Friday.
Yeah.
This was Saturday, so there was nothing actually on the internet about it. And then there was also a different thing. There was also like the game itself. It's only at set 5, so it's still a very new TCG. However, it's still like apparently they get 400 or 500 people rock up to nationals and tournaments like that. Like they still have big nationals tournaments, but they're still a fairly new TCG.
Yeah.
And so, like, I had no idea where to sell this, what to do with it, or whatever. So I ended up just going back to the guys that work there, and I was like, look, I'm more than happy to sell this for pretty much like half the price of what you're saying it's worth. Because, like, for me, by the time I go and find a Facebook page or find a buyer and go through all the hassle of trying to get into all these things, I was like, fuck it.
It's more of a pain in the ass
Yeah.
than it is.
And for like what? Like, to be honest, I made $300. He bought the card off me for $325. I spent $24 on booster packs that day.
yeah,
Like
you
over
do.
the 2 days.
More
So,
money
like,
for packs.
Exactly. I got $300 transferred to like $300 in profit come straight to me, and that was extra money that I could spend on buying other things.
Yeah.
And then not long after, then on Sunday, I went and I was looking at Dragon Ball Heroes. So
And
I've
then
got a really
Kobe.
nice, yeah.
Kobe was like secret rare.
I've got a really nice I'm building a singles collection thanks to Ricky. He's feeling my
Yeah.
addiction, making me do a
Singles.
singles collection. So I've
Bro,
been doing DV
I told
Heroes.
you it was
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
good,
you.
bro. I
It's
told you.
really good, but
Like, it's better because
it's an
One-
expensive habit.
no, it's
Not
one of
really,
those
but-
things that you take your time because you look at it, you're like, oh, I want this card next.
Yeah,
And then
pretty much.
it's like when you find it, you're like,
I'll get it.
give it to me. Please, give it to me.
Give me.
Yeah, here, please. Take my
But
money.
yeah, the funniest part was like on that day, and so they had once you buy a certain amount of cards, like you spin a wheel. So I had bought cards on the Saturday. I spent about $100 on cards. I got like $200 worth of cards for $100. Like, I was really good.
Yeah.
And then I spun a card and got a secret rare, a super rare, which was another $20 card just for free.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Kobe went and spun, and he said, "What do you want?" I said, "There's a little slither that says secret." I'm like, "Get me the secret rare." I'm like, I'll be happy with that. Obviously, that's a $100 card. So Kobe went and spun it, but he got one of the art stars, but they ran out of them, so they gave us 3 booster packs. and Kobe like picked 2, and I picked 1 out of random, and so we opened up our 3 booster packs, and in the 1 booster pack I picked up, I got the secret rare. I got a $120 card. I was like, fuck yeah, boy, yes. I just put that in my book.
It's like, I went and talked to them. That what really like sort of not got to me, but bugged me is the guy had a fucking card I wanted in a slab, but I want it
Ah, yeah, you
raw.
want it raw.
Like,
Hey, take the slab, break it. Come
bro,
on,
I
man.
like, because I'm trying to. I don't know if I've mentioned it here, but I think I mentioned to you on the day. I'm looking at Wizard of the Coast promos.
Bulbasaur.
Promos.
Oh no, promos. Yeah, what's he
Wait.
promos?
So, for like the promo that was in the slab was a Venusaur promo, and like it was a fair price, but it's still going for like $200-300 raw, but because you don't come around it, it's like I'm like, damn it, like I don't want a slab, I want raw.
Could have taken it out of the slab.
Yeah, but I feel like for me, I feel like with the slab,
They've already made the effort to get
yeah,
the slab,
so I'll just keep it slab. But
I actually broke a bunch of my slabs today.
Did you
this
actually?
week. The TCG ones though, so like the ones, it's not like PSA. I haven't touched any of my PSA or BGS ones, but I had one from like an Australian company that when I bought cards, someone gave me these cards in these slabs, and so I actually just took them out of them and put them in my binder because I was like, I want to put them in my binder now.
Yeah, like one thing I was a bit sort of sad about is there wasn't really a Pokemon TCG seller. Like, even though the Dragon Ball...
They had Cherry, but Cherry didn't, like...
Yeah.
They didn't have much.
There was no specific Dragon Ball. Like, no...
Like DB Heroes,
yeah.
there wasn't a... Like, DB Heroes is it's a company that does Dragon Ball cards, and so, like, they specialize in Dragon Ball Heroes cards specifically, so the ones from the Japanese game in...
It was... I think that was a bit of a letdown. Yeah. Not because I'm like... it's not because of anything bad, but I'm like, I would have liked to go and buy some singles. Because that's one thing I was hoping.
We should do a pack opening. I've got a booster box somewhere here.
But that's one thing I was a bit like sad about because I'm like, I kind of wanted to get some singles for myself. Put them in sleeves, put them in my book. But yeah, that was sad. But they had some good ETB sales deals. Yeah. Bro, I need a fart.
Don't even know how to respond to that. What ETBs did you buy?
The ETBs I got, they were doing. At first, I didn't see that it was more just one. It was Shrouded Fate on one side. So I got one, but then so I got Shrouded Fates. No, Shrouded Fable, sorry.
Fable, yeah.
And then Violet, Scarlet and Violet, Paladin Fates. And they were selling them for $55 each, which was pretty good. Yeah. Like, honestly, like...
So I think generally ETBs are like $60 to $80.
They're normally 80 to 90. 80 to 90, like, no, 80 to 100.
Yeah.
Like...
Actually, I think... Shining Fates I bought for 90.
Yeah, they're like...
The Zamis one was like 130.
Yeah, that one's different, the Zamis. Normally they're 99 or like 90s. Yeah. So I was like, I bought them for my brother because he...
Did you end up opening them?
Yeah.
Any good cards?
I forgot. But I opened some with him and I was like, I just forgot what was in it. Because I don't really remember, like, for me, it's just the fun of opening the pack with him, and what else? What? We went to see, I always forget the name of the guy. Treasure.
Oh, yeah, the Fat Cats Incorporated group.
Yeah, it was a bit sad because they didn't have
Fat Cats.
No. And
it was in production, though. It is in production.
Yeah, it's in production, but I was a bit sad. I'm like, God damn.
That's the one thing I got kind of annoyed about PAX this year. Because I've bought like 4 games, but they're all on back order.
Yeah.
because they're all in. Because it's not that I'm annoyed. Like I won't say annoyed, but it was like I've gone to PAX. These guys are coming to play test these games. I feel like they should have at least printed out maybe 20 or 50 or 100 copies for the weekend.
Yeah.
And had them as pre-sales to like the
Yeah.
thing, and then when they release the game up in like 6 to 10 months, then they can give you a second like a put a manual in that's like a rebalancing or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like I sit down and played all these games that I really enjoyed. There was one called like Frayed Allies or something. It was such a good game. We loved it, but I had to go and pre-order it.
No, but the difference was with them, Frayed Allies, was they had a manufacturing issue.
Yeah, but no, like a lot of the people in that indie area, those indie board games, they were all like they had the game and they were ready.
Yeah.
They had a game that was playable and and they were playing it, and it was like pretty much an almost finished product. And they have like, look, they do have a few months now to make sure like all these are still play testing, right? So all these things that's going on here, it's all tests.
Because I had the same thought process on the day. I was like, you know what? Like, I understand the play testing and all that, but I'm like, you're coming to PAX to play test it, but those who are enjoying it, like, why not bring like 50?
Yeah,
like
go
just like
to someone.
something
Yeah, just
small.
go to someone and get them like a manufacturer and just do a small. I know it might not be as easy as we make it sound because it might have a bit more logistics.
But
And a lot of
just-
companies might not print out only 50 copies of
But
a game.
it's one of those things for us.
But not
like-
even for us, bro. For them, right?
Yeah,
As a business, as a company, you have had to pay to get a panel, to get a spot at PAX. Or actually, no. Some of those were
No, some who do well last year get
tier free, like intros, but get invited. Sorry, but I think you still have to pay for a spot.
Yeah. The Frayed, the only one I feel like is an exemption kind of in this one is the Frayed Allies. Only because they had
manufacturing.
They were explaining it to us. They're like, yeah, we got delayed only because manufacturing. I'm like, which is totally fair.
Sad.
Yeah,
It's such a good game.
it was. And what? Because I'm pretty sure they were supposed to have it ready.
Yeah, they said they're not far off because they're in production at the moment.
Yeah.
So, like their Kickstarter's already finished and everything, so they're actually in production. So we ended up pre-ordering, not Kickstarter backing.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different, but I think they would have had copies ready.
They would have been ready. By the way they were talking, they
were pretty ready. No, I think the lady was like, yeah, look, like we would have had a few copies here to sell. There was only one game that I was able to get that I was from the thing. I was Survival of the Fattest.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like it's a fat person game, but it's actually a game about surviving the winter as animals.
Yeah.
Really good game. We had a lot of fun playing that. Like $140 game though, bro. It was freaking huge.
Because I didn't get a chance to play it, but
we didn't play it at the test though. So what happened is so a lot of people that have if they get a booth and they have copies, they actually generally give one copy to the library because there's a PAX board game library where you can borrow out games for the day. So they give them a copy for the library because then people can go and test if they can't fit them in during the thing. And so on Saturday night, while the others were running around trying to get dinner, we were play testing that with some random guy, and it was good fun. Really good
One
fun.
thing I think I've loved about PAX is like the ability for a random to come in.
Yeah, it's
And,
just
like,
the
you
community,
just-
man. The
yeah,
community
you
in general.
just-
Look, there's a bit of
just
questionable characters in the community.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah,
There
like,
was a fucking furry wedding.
oh
Like,
yeah, fuck, I forgot about that. Why'd you
Bro.
remind me? I was happy you removed it from my memory.
This is what I was supposed to
Fuck
do.
you. Yeah, so they had 2 weddings on PAX on Sunday, one of which was a furry wedding, and that required Jesus. They should have been freaking. Place should have got burnt down after that.
I was like, what the fuck's
There was actually more furries this year than every other year. There was actually a decent, on us, like maybe like 10 or 20.
There was a lot more.
A lot more. Like
No.
last year, I think I only saw 2 in the whole convention,
There
or
was
maybe
just
4, like
more
maybe 2 or 6.
More
But yeah.
consistent this year.
And some people that were cosplaying that were astonishing, great,
Yeah,
and
no.
some people that really shouldn't be wearing cosplay.
Some of the cosplays this year
were the Helldivers crew was mad.
Yeah,
There was like
but
10 of them,
just
and
really good.
and none of them knew each other. Like no one was a
Yeah.
group. These guys were just 10 to 20 random
But
Helldivers that were all
even,
dressed up the same. It was freaking insane.
Even the guys, I don't think
The One
we've
Piece- oh, the One Piece
the
ones?
One Piece ones.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to record.
Actually, they were one of our testers, so we actually had an
Yeah.
interview with them that we didn't record because we used that to
And then we
learn.
ended up
meeting
like,
him at
being
the
friends with
yeah.
them. So,
yeah. Now I follow them all. I
Yeah,
follow them all
we-
at socials, and we
and then-
know each other. Like we
Yeah,
follow each other
but
and shit.
those guys, I would have to say,
They
are
had the best One Piece
one
cosplay.
of the few cosplayers that I enjoy, only because it's like they've put effort, but it's still quite basic. Not
Yeah.
when I say basic,
They did a good job. They did a good job in doing the outfits, right? And
when
like
I say basic, I don't mean as like
well, like for example, the Doflamingo
Whatever.
guy, he's wearing pink shorts, a white jacket with feathers everywhere. So the actual outfit
Yeah.
is basic, but the amount of effort he put in to put the
Like,
feathers on
yeah.
correctly and the because it's not a complicated outfit.
it's
in a
just the
sense,
little stuff. It
that he
was
had to
like
did, yeah.
it was simple but
done well.
done well.
Or like the chick had the Mihawk contacts on with a very
Yeah.
well done sword. The Sanji had the freaking curl, or when he was playing Crocodile, he had a pretty well done
Yeah,
hook and a good cigar,
Like,
which
it
we
was
never
like-
lit up. Sad life.
yeah. It was done. This
Yeah.
These guys are the ones that I appreciate. Those simple, very well done. And then you got them, and then you got like the next level up of like the fucking hell divers
And then the LARPing guys.
Yeah.
You'll see some of the
But,
outfits those
like,
guys had where they were
the
insane.
LARPing guys. That's they just fucking normal shit.
That's their life though. They
That's
go
it.
once a week. They meet up and they live
and
action
they were saying they would get
400
up to
500
800 people.
Yeah.
800
for a
peop-
week as well.
for
Like
a-
the whole fucking week. They'll
Yeah.
just fuck off into the bush and pretend they're
For
in a real life quest.
Yeah, for a week. 800 people. Then they like it dropped to 4 to 5. But I'm like, god
Still
damn.
crazy amounts, bro.
I was like, god damn. Like that's just their everyday stuff though.
Yeah.
Like to an extent. But
Yeah.
those guys were funny to talk to, bro.
Yeah, they were. He
They-
was pretty good. He actually. I like the guy that was dressed up in the.
Yeah, they.
And then the other chick was an assassin, I think. And then there
Overall,
was-
To be honest, I'd rate this one as a probably like 8. Like
yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
I think
'cause-
yeah. I think the
Yeah.
way it worked, the balance and the things that I think just the way we did it this year as well, how we were just like fuck it, do what
Yeah.
you want. I reckon it was one of my more enjoyed PAXs. There was a lot of just walking around and not doing a lot on the first day.
Yeah,
Like-
but that's the fun of it.
But
you
that
know?
was just me. I was just walking around enjoying the atmosphere, trying this, looking at
Yeah.
that, watching this, watching that, and it was a very good weekend.
It's
And
just
honestly,
fun.
we might have to bring up another episode or something later on to talk
Yeah.
about a bit more about it. But
So yeah, like overall, chef's kiss.
Shafasakis.
Yes. Well, that is pop cultured for you boys
Yep.
and ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies.
this is
That-
Mambo number 5. Dun, 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 dun.
This is RNG Unfiltered.
We
We out.